Welcome back, YouTube family. Nana's in the kitchen today, and I am going to be making banana muffins. Okay, so here's everything that you're going to need. I have 1.5 cups of flour here in the bowl. You need a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of brown sugar, 3 large ripe, very ripe bananas, half a cup of buttermilk. That buttermilk is going to make these muffins really moist. 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 1 cup of raisins, 3/4 cups of vegetable oil, and half a cup of oats. You can leave out the oats if you don't like oats. You can leave out the raisins. You can use nuts. You can use pecans, walnuts, almonds, whatever your heart desires, you can use. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I am going to take some butter, which is something I forgot to mention. I'm going to take some butter, and I'm going to grease my muffin tins with butter because I'm not putting any butter in the mix, just to give it a slight buttery taste. I prefer the oil in my muffins because it helps them to stay moist longer to me. And then also, if you put them in the refrigerator when you're using oil instead of butter, they don't get hard. You can take them right out the refrigerator and eat them for breakfast. You can leave them on the counter if you want to, but if you want to put them in the refrigerator, then you can put them in the refrigerator and pull them right out and eat them right away. You don't have to let them sit on the counter for a few minutes. Sometimes butter will make certain baked goods hard when you put it in the refrigerator. It's the same as if you melted some butter and then put it in the refrigerator. What is it going to do? It's going to re-solidify. Okay, so let's get right to it, y'all. We got our 1.5 cups of flour here in the bowl. I'm going to take a half a teaspoon of salt and add to that. That's a little bit too much. And then I'm going to add my teaspoon of baking soda. And my teaspoon of baking powder. Teaspoon of cinnamon. If you like a lot of cinnamon, you can add a little more. There's that. Got that in there. And I'm going to add a half a cup. I'm pretty sure that's what I said, a half a cup. Half a cup of oats. That's all you need. And just whisk that together. Those are your dry ingredients. Set that aside. And go ahead and put your bananas in there in the bowl, in a separate bowl. You want to get your bananas in there. Get those nice and mashed up. These ones are really going bad, y'all, so I wanted to get this bread made, or these muffins made, before they got too bad. Sometimes I'll put them in the freezer. If I can't get to it right away, you can put it in the freezer, put it in a freezer bag, put them in the freezer. And when you're ready to make them, just take them out. Let them sit on the counter until they unthaw. Let them get room temperature, mash them up, just like that. See? Got them nice and mashed. Okay. If you like yours a little lumpy, don't mash it so much. Okay. Now to that, I am going to add my half a cup of buttermilk. Let me rinse that out. I'm going to go in that brown sugar with that. And then you pack your brown sugar. Half a cup of brown sugar. Put that over to the side. And then get a half a cup of white sugar. Put that in there. Move that out the way. And let's mix that up. I should have got a bigger bowl, y'all. But we're gonna make do. Add an egg. And go ahead and add your 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You want to add more, you can add more. Some people like a lot of vanilla, nothing wrong with that. Get your teaspoon of vanilla in there. My oven is ready, y'all. Okay. And then your 3/4 cups of oil. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 cups of oil. Vegetable oil or flavorless oil. So you can use canola oil, vegetable oil. Just don't use olive oil or anything with a strong flavor. When you got that nice and mixed up, like so, go ahead and pour that. I'm going to mix it just a little with the whisk because I don't want, one thing you don't want to do with muffins is overmix. You do not want to overmix your batter. So I'm going to get rid of this whisk so that I don't overmix. And then I'm going to pour in the rest of my wet ingredients in with the dry. Get that nice and mixed up. And these are going to be really moist. Y'all, these are very moist. So, add your raisins. So you don't have to stir too much. That's about a cup. I'm just going to dump them in there, y'all. I love raisins. I absolutely love raisins, y'all. You got somebody in the house that has allergies to nuts, the more reason to use raisins instead. Okay, so I don't want to overmix, so I'm going to stop right there. Take my 1/3 cup. I'm going to dip them into the pan. I know I'm making a mess, y'all. Okay, so Get them in the pan. I don't want to put too many raisins on just one muffin. And however big you want your muffins, if you want them to come up over the muffin tin, then get them just about full. But I like to just use a 1/3 cup measuring cup. And I'm going to try not to leave any batter behind. But don't look like it's going to happen. But it is what it is. Let's see. The fuller they are, the longer they're going to take to bake. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, and in the oven they go. A little bit more on this one. Okay, y'all, let me clean up my mess. Give me a minute. Just so they don't get baked onto the pan. In the oven we go. And we're going to give that about 25 to 30 minutes to cook. When a toothpick comes out clean, then you know it's done. We'll be back. Okay, y'all. I'm about to check. See if it's done. Hold on a second. Got my toothpick. Oh, yep. They look done. Y'all, look at this. Oh my goodness. Let me bring you in closer. Look at those muffins. Oh, and they smell so good. Okay. So, I am going to let them cool for about 10 minutes. And they should pop right out. I'm going to let them cool for about 10 minutes, y'all. And then I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I've started taking some of them out. I just took a toothpick around the edges and kind of pushed them away so that they could come right out. And look, they came out. They came out really good. This one act like it don't want to come out. I'd much rather take them out one at a time so they don't tear up. There we go. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's cut one of them open and see what it looked like. Oh my goodness, look at that, y'all. See how moist it is? Let's see. Let's see what they taste like. Mmm. That is so good. And it's moist, y'all. Take a minute, y'all, to hit that like button. Subscribe, because I'm going to be coming back with more videos like this. Like this video, subscribe. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a lovely evening, and an awesome week. See you in the next video. Thank you.